Welcome to my channel. I am Nashay Blossom, the Mystic Queen. I'm a Reiki healer and guide, and I make these videos for my loners, outsiders, and all of my people who are actually mystical creatures. So I meant to make this video sooner, but a lot has happened, life be lifing. So I had to process a few things, strategize, and bounce back, and here I am. So let's get into it. My question for you is, what's holding you back? You think about it often. You know it's something you want to do, but you still haven't done it. So what's holding you back? I can tell you, it's fear. Fear, what I like to refer to as false evidence appearing real. A lot of times we come up with these scenarios of the worst outcomes that we can imagine. But in all actuality, it hasn't happened. It's just something we thought about. And there's a few reasons that I've noticed that keep people stuck in place when it comes to fear. And the most common ones or reasons I've noticed over time has been the failure, the fear of the unknown, fear of poverty, and also the fear of judgment. Now, believe me, I've been down that road, so I'm not judging you. And we all have some type of fears. And I understand. So, like in regards to myself, I am a perfectionist. And I don't like doing things unless I know it's going to be a flawless, execution. But there's my mature, evolved mind that had made me realize that that's a trauma response. And a lot of us have trauma responses to fear or for the reasons that we are the way we are today. So I just want to say it's normal to feel fear, especially when it comes to something you haven't done before. And to be honest, to think that you would be confident when you're doing something you've never done before is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. And for the record, I just want to say there is a difference between danger and fear. So, danger, for example, would be like a bear breaking down the door and bursting in the room. Your natural inclination of fight or flight is normal, and you're supposed to have that. That's danger. But fear, on the other hand, is an emotion that's related to an outcome or situation that just has not occurred. And that's really the difference. As I mentioned before, I am a perfectionist, but I realize being perfect is not realistic or sustainable. And the reasons we're having this human experience in the first place is to learn. So when I put out my first video, it was very, very uncomfortable for me, but I still did it anyway. And I'm still learning. I'm learning about the platform as a creator itself, lighting, edits, sound, many more things to learn as I go on, but that's part of the ride, it's part of the journey. And you have to accept that, the good with the bad. But regardless, I did it, and I'm learning as I go. And That's one of the bravest things that you can do, is just relinquish control and just live in the moment, knowing that control is kind of an illusion anyway. And so when you do your best, it really makes a difference. You don't have to worry or wonder because you gave it your all. There was a businesswoman that I saw. Her name is Layla, I believe. And I came across some of her words. And it helped me tremendously, honestly. And she basically said, our brains are designed to survive. It's not built for success. And I thought about that. And so, like, for example, when our ancestors were hunters and gatherers, going against the tribe would have been really unwise, because you would have been alone a lot of the times. If you have been, like, if you stepped away for too long, and, you know, you would have to face those wild animals as well. And so when I thought about it, I was like, there's safety in numbers. That's why, like, wild animals rarely attack large groups of people, because they know that they're likely not to win, so they won't put themselves in a situation. And so my perception changed when I thought about it in that way, that your brain is just doing what it's supposed to do. Fear is extremely natural, and it helped us to survive, our ancestors to survive as long as they had. So you overcome fear by taking baby steps every day or whenever you can, you know, but you need to do it consistently, because when you do it one day at a time, that's how you also build up your confidence. And confidence is just basically a result of your own actions. And I also realized that every person that I admire still feels fear. They just chose not to let their fear keep them in place. They still pursued their passions and their destiny. They just did it anyway. They acknowledged the fear and they kept moving. So there's like a lot of macho guys out there all over the internet, and they'll tell you to stomp out the fear and unalive it. And, you know, no shade to those guys, but that may not work for everybody. Now, if that works for you, you know, be my guest. So let me know how it goes. Now, I look at it a little bit different. So to me, those who relate to this video, I believe it's just the inner child in us that needs reassurance, especially those of us who have had to grow up early, who's felt scared or endured a lot of trauma when you were a child. We have that small child inside of us, that kid that comes to the surface every now and then. So I have an exercise that I want to do with you all, and I believe this can help you greatly, because it helped me. So I want to share this with you all. I want you to take your hands and caress your arms. Just like smoothly go up and down, right? And I want you to also just close your eyes and take a deep breath. Take this journey with me. Now, listen to my voice as we drift. I know it's been hard. I know you felt alone, abandoned, or completely misunderstood. I know that the pain is so deep that you might not have the words to describe it, and that's okay. However, you need to release your emotions, and however you see fit. This is a safe space. Just realize that you are safe now. You made it out of that situation, and I'm proud of you. I want you to realize you're an adult now, and you have the ability to keep your inner child safe. You do. Picture yourself sitting in the most peaceful environment that you can think of, where everything is just beautiful, serene, and all that your heart can desire. And every time you breathe out, all the negativity in your body just leaves. You exhale it and it leaves. It departs. It cannot come back. And every time you breathe in, you inhale beautiful, warm, nourishing, golden light. Every time you breathe in, you absorb this healing energy, this golden energy that warms and soothes your body. And just continue to flow and be in this moment. Take that deep breath in and take that deep breath out. And when you're ready, come back to the present and open your eyes. And remember, you got this. And if no one else told you, then let me be the first person to. I believe in you. And I want to ask you this last question, because when I asked myself this, it changed my life. Who would you be and where would you be if you had no fear? When I asked myself that question, I saw my future self looking at me. She was everything that I wanted to be. She looked at me and she told me, she said, get here. Do what you gotta do to get here. And I'm pursuing it to get there. If I can do it, you can do it. So, may the light be with you all. Blessed be.